A warm welcome to another series of Her Story. Uh, Her Story is an initiative of the Local Business Network, and here, on the occasion of International Women's Day, we are covering the story of women entrepreneurs from the Northeast region. And these stories are actually so impactful because these are a source of inspiration to the young entrepreneurs who are coming up today. We are joined by Bharti Aribam Sharma, and she's from Manipur. She is the co-founder and chief marketing officer of Hillsland EduVenture Private Limited. Hello, Bharti. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for participating me.
The first question that I want to ask you is, what made you think of coming up with a learning app? Basically, when we talk about a different kind of businesses or, new enterprises, sometimes we don't really think about learning apps and stuff. So what made you actually conceive this idea?
My first thought began when I was in Delhi. I did my schooling from Manipur, and then I went to Delhi for my further studies. And then it was very difficult for me to cope up with the Hindi version of teaching. I could make a learning app that's based on vernacular language. Then people of the Northeast, they don't understand much Hindi and English, so there might be thousands of students like me who couldn't understand what the teachers are teaching, and they also might be facing the same problem like I do. So that was what I thought, and I always wanted to do something. Since my childhood days, I always wanted to do something that is not a profit making venture actually, but something that would give a huge, massive impact to the society. But I finished my graduation, but then at the back of my mind, I always had this thought of making an app. And so I came back home, and then when I came back home, I could see the difference. First of all, I could see the difference in the cities and in the cities and the towns, and of course in the far-flung villages. In the far-flung villages, there are no good quality education, no good schools, no good teachers, and there are lots of students who really want to study and become and do something in life. And even if they want to study, also they have to come to Imphal or to the cities to study, and they don't have the money or the privilege to do that, even if they want to study. So what I thought was if I could make an app and give good quality education to both the poor, the middle class, as well as the rich, then it would be a big change. I would give a big change to society. That was what I thought, first of all. And then I came up with the idea, but I couldn't start it for 2 years, because I don't know from where to start. I just had the idea in my mind, and I don't know from where to start, whom to contact, and what to do. Then finally, I met my co-founder, Mr. Sundar Sharma, and I shared my idea, and he was also very much into it, and he was also running a school by himself. And I made this I shared my idea, and I told him of course there are lots of learning app like Byju's and Unacademy, but they are focused mainly on CBSE and Hindi or English languages, but not in vernacular. So what I thought was if we start something based on vernacular and on state boards, because most of the learning apps are based on CBSE and ICSE. But there are very few learning apps that's based on state board and vernacular languages. Vernacular languages, what I mean to say is if my learning app is based in Imphal, then all our teachers will be teaching in Manipuri. If it's based in Assam, it will be in Assamese. That's what we thought, and that's how we started. As I'm based from Imphal, I started at first in Imphal, and then luckily this Manipur startup scheme came up. We applied for it, we got for it, so we got a little amount of money, and then that's how we started to develop our app, and that was how iTude was born.
That's such a lovely journey, and when you said very rightly that everything is so available in English, and Hindi being our national language, everything is again available in Hindi. But when we look at the languages in India, and we are so diverse, and there are so many languages. actually a lot of students, they do not get access to right education or the good education or quality education only because of this language barrier. So this is really, really something very noble that you have done. And another thing that I noticed, which you said, was did not know where to start. And so many times, the entrepreneurs from Northeast have this difficulty because there are so many ideas, so many things in your mind, and the beautiful ideas, but then it is so difficult to actually understand where to start. And definitely we always look for even mentors, which are so important to help us in guiding from step to step. And nowadays, by God's grace and by the government's initiative, very good that we have mentors, we have institutes that help the upcoming entrepreneurs. So tell us about the response that you're having. Now that you told me this app is basically, if it is used in Manipur, it will be in Manipuri. If it is in Assam, it will be in Assamese. So how many languages you are doing? I mean, all the languages or a few you have selected or something?
Actually, like our app is like not even like 2 years old. It will be 2 years old on 15th of December 2021 coming. So for as of now, we are just based in Imphal. So our next step is Guwahati. So we'll be trying to cover the entire Northeast one by one. That's what we're going to do.
So that is how you're planning to expand. Means now you are based out of Manipur, and then you're covering the other states of Northeast.
It was really hard for us in the beginning because in Manipur, people are not savvy tech, and people are not aware of new technologies and smartphones and apps and these things. Mostly the parents, they are not aware of it. So if I consult a parent and if I share my app to him, until and unless I show it from my phone, he or she doesn't understand that what kind of facility and what kind of things we are providing to the students, to the children, and how we are helping them. So it was really tough in the beginning. So we started going to schools. We did all kind of things. We went ups and downs, and we did all kinds of things. We went to schools, we went to coaching centers, and then we did everything we could. And after that, slowly people started to understand. And then we also go door to door, step to step. We take a phone call, and then we ask the parents if they could at least give us 10 minutes of their time, so that we could we could promote our app or make them understand how it works and how it's going to help their children. That's what we even do. We go far away places. I mean, as an entrepreneur, we really have to work hard, and that's actually what we did. And today, I'm quite happy. And today, I'm quite happy with how the things are turning out and how people are recognizing us, and we are trying to push in more and more so that we can give more and more, and children from these far-flung villages, which I told before, most of them also. Majority of them, they are also starting to understand our app, and they're starting to use it, and it's kind of a good thing for us as of now.
That's very nice because yes, when we start with a new venture, it takes a toll. The amount of marketing that needs to get in, the amount of awareness that we need to create, because when you're talking about understanding the app, actually you're building up the market.
Yes.
The market, because you have to create the awareness. The market is already there, but then the awareness actually builds up the clientele. So you're building up your clientele, and that is a step to step, and that's wonderful. So what is COVID had struck us in 2020, and so many businesses got affected. And actually education got transformed, from an offline to a totally online platform during those 11 months. So what was the impact of COVID-19 in your business?
COVID-19, it was like a boon for us, because schools were closed, coaching centers were closed, and parents were searching for a way to make their children learn, and then that's how we came in as a savior. So COVID really helped us in building our business. if it was not for COVID, I don't think like people would recognize us the way they recognize us today. But as of COVID, people are starting to recognize it. That's how we are working, and it's working really fine and nice right now. And we are collaborating with schools as well now, because like schools also, they need their students, because like exams are coming in April, and they need their students to get prepared. So like we are also collaborating with schools as of now. Schools are
Right.
actually
So,
schools are actually coming and inquiring about us.
so that's actually, I think, COVID, though it might have negatively impacted so many business, but I think when it comes to the education industry, when it comes to the online app and all of that, there was, I think, a five-fold increase in the size of the business, which you would have otherwise, you would have had. So tell us three blessings that you look at as a blessing while you started your venture.
My first blessing, as I would say, was like meeting my co-founder. If not because of him, then I don't know where I would have been today, because he is really good in videography and editing and this photo shooting and everything. It's like his hobby, so like he's using it professionally now. And the second thing, we lacked finance during those time, because we didn't have much money, and as an entrepreneur, every entrepreneur suffers, I know. So during that time, this Imphal startup began, and like they were giving a grant of 1.5 lakhs. That was also a boon for me. And then the third one was like we met this our developers, our app developers, like they were my brother's friend, and like they were very energetic, and like what they did was like they didn't charge much, because nowadays if we want to if I want to make an app, it costs more than 10 lakhs. I mean, like if usable app. Yeah. So like we didn't have that kind of money. Yeah, some well wishers and all, like they tried helping us, but that was not enough. But luckily we found them, the developer team. They were youngsters and very energetic, and they were also like in the learning field, and they want to experience new things, and that's how we came together, and that's how we came up with our app.
Right. And Aribam, what is your message to young entrepreneurs of the region who is watching this interview?
My message to young entrepreneurs, as I always tell them, is like I'm not a good speaker or something, but what I always follow is like there's a saying made by Paulo Coelho that when you really want something in life, the whole universe conspires in making you happen. That's what I always follow, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel, even if it's very dark. So like never stop going, and always seek for the light. That's what I always want to give as an advice to our younger entrepreneurs.
Yes, and that's so apt, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. How much ever we have to work, or how hard we have to work, at the end of the day we see the fruits coming. And thank you so much for joining us today, and it was so lovely to have you on this forum, and wishing you all the best for all your future endeavors. Thank you,
Thank you so
Aribam,
much.
for joining us.
Have a good day. Bye.